Good morning, good evening. Let's have a look at how to do toggles inside Somnium. Open your SDK and find your avatar. I'm going to assume you already have it in the hierarchy ready to rock. Find or create a suitable folder, then right click and create an animator controller. Give it a good name, click on your avatar in the hierarchy and then drag that into the controller on your animator component. Now click on your avatar and then head to the animator window. If it's not there, you can right click here and add the tab to this window. Go to the layers submenu and create new layers for the things you want to toggle. I'm going to do the horns and tail today. Make sure they both have the weight of 1. The reason you create layers for separate toggles is so you can toggle them at the same time. In this example, if everything was on a single layer, I wouldn't be able to toggle my tail or horns at the same time. Now go to parameters, hit the plus icon, and let's make a ball. A ball is basically a checkbox of yes or no, perfect for a simple toggle. I'm going to call this horns toggle. Now, let's set up the animation required for this toggle. Click on your avatar in the hierarchy and then go to the animation window. Again, if it's not here, you can right click and add the tab to this window. Create an animation clip by pressing the create button in the animation window and give it a decent name. Now press the record button, but wait! While you're recording, any action is saved inside the animation, so make sure you don't go clicking around too much. For this one, I want to enable my horns, so I find the horns object and I enable it. Make sure the checkbox is ticked here. Now you can press record again and save it. Now, we need to make a horns off version, so click on this drop down box and hit create new clip. Press record again. This time, disable the horns object and press record again to save it. This is the basic procedure for setting up any animation clips for any simple toggles. I'll do the same for my tail, and then let's move on to the actual triggering of these toggles. Click on your avatar in the hierarchy and head to the animator. Let's do the horns first. So, I click on the horns layer and drag both my horn animations here. We want to make sure it all comes from the any state. This makes it much easier when dealing with more toggles, animations, and radial wheels in the future. Right click on any state and hit make transition. Then click on horns on. Click on the line you've just made. Expand the settings on the right hand side and make sure can transition to self is disabled. We do not want that at all. Under the transition settings, you will see a section called conditions. This is where you define which parameter value will trigger a specific animation. In this case, we want the horns to turn on. To do that, select the parameter horns toggle and set its condition to true. The animator knows when to turn on the horns. It also needs to know when to turn them off. Right click on any state and now select horns off. Again, make sure it can't transition to self, then select the parameter horns toggle and set its condition to false. You can now test to make sure this works correctly. Simply enter play mode and check this tick box. As you check it on and off, the horn should display on and off. Perfect. Now I'm quickly going to do the exact same steps for my tail and then we'll look at how to set them up in the avatar config section. Alright, click on your avatar in the hierarchy and then add the avatar upload config. Give it a name, give it a picture, all that jazz. When you get to section 5, expand the animations area and hit automatically set up transition parameters from animators on avatar. Woo! This grabs all the information we need in order for us to use these toggles in the quick action pop-up menu, the radial menu. Now, click on the top one. This is for the horn. How do I know this? Because it says horns toggle. Ensure it is network synced and set up the default state. As I want my horns to be on by default, I'll check this box. Now press the plus icon in the button selection. This is how it's displayed inside the quick action menu in-game. Give it a name, set it to a toggle, and if you want to, you can give it an image that will be displayed in-game. You don't need to enable transition value here, so just leave that unchecked. Now I'm going to do the same for my tail by selecting the other parameter with tail toggle, making sure it's networked, making sure its default state is on, then making a new button and setting it to toggle. Open the game and test them out. Now you can see in my animation selection in the quick action menu that I can toggle my horns or my tail. And there we go. How to do basic toggles and how to set them up on your own avatar. You can do any kind of animation toggles as well as radial, perfect for color changing, but We'll look at those in a different tutorial. For now, have fun doing toggles, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye!